Well, hello everyone. This is Dr. Lori with my new setup studio here coming right at ya. I am a social worker and a doctor of relationship. And so here I am reviewing a few of these Instagram posts just for you.
Can you unfollow this girl on Instagram, babe?
Who?
She's just like a super... She's so naked, I don't know.
How do you know I follow her?
Because I saw it.
Well, in that case, no. Ah!
Hey, unfollow the girl on Instagram.
What just happened there? Unfollow a girl on Instagram because she's naked. And the answer is no.
Hey, unfollow the girl on Instagram.
You really feel that way, Dad?
I do feel that way. Your wife?
The father-in-law actually has it down right. He's actually really standing up for his daughter. Isn't that fantastic? Way to go. Way to go.
He's asking you to do something. It's not funny.
Are you being serious right now?
I'm being very serious right now.
Oh my God. Are you being serious right now? Like he doesn't even know if he's being serious right now? Isn't that pretty bad? Oh.
So she's asking you to do something. And that's mean. You need to make her feel like she's the queen of your house.
Got a valid.
Yeah, you go, guy. You go, guy. Man, we should post this all over.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Let me get to my coffee now.
You know what? There is a value to guys talking to guys, but you know what? It's got to be the right guy talking to the right guy. And that was the right guy talking to the right guy. So that was good. How was that?
That was good.
Oops, got your mental illness.
You give that back. That was a gift from my mother.
In therapy, I learned about half.
What?
Oops, got your mental illness.
You give that back. That was a gift from my mother.
That was,
In
that
therapy,
was,
I learned about half smile and
I pressed it. And then that happened.
Oops,
Oh.
got your mental illness.
You give that back. That was a gift from my mother.
So, I'm not sure what to say about that. But there were boobies. I thought I saw some boobies. Were there boobies?
Where are those Floridian slippers? What?
Oh my gosh, I thought they were boobies. Wow. Anyway, okay. So that's the therapist reaction. Those are therapists?
No, it was a girl saying that and then a guy reacting to it and then the laugh at the end, that guy sitting beside it. He's the therapist.
Oh, here, could you make it go again? I didn't know that.
Oops, got your mental illness.
You give that back. That was a gift from my mother.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, I'm honestly gonna tell you. When her fingers were going like that, I swear to you, I thought I saw boobies. I'm gonna have to say it out loud.
We got that part. React.
Yeah, but anyway, I'm just gonna have to say, you know, it's not a mental illness. I don't know. I gotta tell you, I don't get this one. In all honesty, you get it. You tell me what it is.
Okay.
Tell me what it is, and then I'll say it.
Yeah, so this is like the joke is like, you know, like got your nose.
Yeah?
Like, oh, I got your mental illness. Like, oh, I took it from you. And then, like, a normal person would be like, oh, thank you, you took that. But this guy is saying, like,
That was a gift from my mother. Oh.
Like, it's a trope that mental illness is from your mom. Or their
Oh.
mom for their mental illness and stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, first off, it would be really nice if anybody could just grab your nose and take your mental illness away from you, or anything else for that matter. And the truth is, you know, all right. Mom gets blamed for everything. But you know what? It's not actually really to do with mom so much as it is to do with your experiences and who it is that you are. I want to stand up for moms everywhere. Moms, you are not responsible. Well, all the way. Maybe just a little. But I think, we should actually really get kudos for all the work that we do. Yeah. Anyway, it was funny. If it was the boobies, it would have been a lot more funny.
I guess you would have gotten it.
I would have gotten it.
Your teenage boy sense of humor. Those titties up there?
Because I was just watching one that said that the woman was naked, so I was looking for it. Oh, they're going to show the woman being naked. No. Next.
In therapy, I learned about half smile and willing hands. And that means if you put a smile on your face and you open your open hands will tell your body that it's not in danger. And the smile on your face will tell your body that it's happy. So all you have to do is just smile and open your hands and everything will be okay.
That might be the mental illness. Oh my gosh. It is true. It is true. When we smile, we actually talk to our brain in a way in which it lets us know that we are happy, right? And so you can forcefully do that. I'm not sure about the open hands, though. I mean, it does mean that we're receptive to things, right? But the truth of the matter is, I think you have to pay attention to whether or not something's going on that tells you that you should be protecting yourself. And if there is, then, pay attention to that.
People are shocked that a therapist would say it's okay to not feel empathy for someone like Charlie Kirk. But you know what? Let's talk about what empathy really means and where your boundaries actually belong. Here's the clinical truth. Empathy is a natural human response, but it isn't something you can force. Yes, Charlie Kirk was a human being, a husband and a father, and it may be easy to connect with that part of his humanity. And for many people, including me, it's much easier to feel empathy for his wife and children. But if you don't feel empathy for him because of the harm he caused, the way he mocked marginalized people, and the culture of cruelty he helped build, that doesn't mean you're a bad person. It means your empathy has boundaries. And that's not cruelty. That's just healthy boundaries, babe. Now let's make an important distinction. Empathy means feeling with someone. Compassion means wishing freedom from suffering. You might not feel empathy for someone who hurt you, but you can still choose compassion in the sense of, I don't wish suffering on you, but I also don't feel sad about your pain. Boundaries around empathy matter. Extending endless empathy to someone who's actively harming you or people like you isn't noble. It's self-abandonment. The idea that good people feel empathy for everyone is more of a moral narrative than a clinical reality. It's maybe aspirational, maybe even spiritual, but as a therapist...
Oh my gosh, that's like a lot of words coming at me. It didn't even pause. There was no pause. There was hardly even any breathing going on there. Oh my goodness me. Actually, empathy does come from your mother. That's really important, right? That's something that mothers teach, because when it is that the child comes to the mom and they're crying and they have a boo-boo and mommy says, oh, sweetie, it's okay. That's actually really empathy. That's how it is that children learn empathy. Wow, that's amazing. But, and then of course he went on and on and on and then there was going on. Anyway, I just have to point that out. It's too much, man. It's too much. Your client can't possibly even suck any of that in because you just keep talking. Anyway.
I'm here to tell you it is not psychologically realistic. Most people don't feel empathy for an abuser, a betrayer, or someone who's trying to erase their rights. And honestly, forcing yourself to feel something you don't, I should feel empathy, I should feel sad, just creates guilt and shame. It's much healthier to notice, I don't feel empathy here. That's information. And lastly, sometimes empathy can even be harmful. Survivors are often taught to empathize with their abuser, but he had a hard childhood, and it keeps them stuck in cycles of harm. And for marginalized communities, constantly empathizing with people who mock or erase you can turn into internalized oppression.
I feel oppressed. Anyway, I'm just saying it's a lot. Too much information. I think that if he had chopped it down into tiny little bits, it would have gone a lot better. But, the truth of the matter is that there's hard stuff out there, and I think that it is very hard to get in touch with your empathy. But the truth is that you should be able to be compassionate towards people, right? I think that that's really important for his compassion definition that he said about, wishing people are not in the place of suffering. I think that that's important, and yes, there's hard stuff and, people say mean things, but it is really important just to have empathy for yourself. Maybe that's the key.
Listen, nobody is mad at you. Nobody is mad at you. If they are, they'll come to you and tell you. If they don't tell you, they can go to the grave with that one. That's not your problem anymore. That's a them problem. The people that are worth caring about their opinions of you and your life, and if they are mad or not, will care enough to come to you and say, we've got a problem and I want to fix it for us. The people that don't do that, they can go right to hell.
That was interesting. I don't even know what to say about that one. I'm having a hard time with these ones, actually. It is true. Everything that she's saying is actually really very, very good. I'll agree with that, right? I mean, she's looking a bit stressed with that hair. I'm not sure what's going on there. But the truth of the matter is that, yeah, if people come to you and they're, wanting to make up, then that's really good. Always, always accept a makeup attempt. That's what I always say. What did you get out of that one?
I got that she was saying that, I guess kind of in a way protect your peace. You can only worry about what you can do, and if you stress about what people aren't telling you, then you're just trying to read minds and giving your energy to something you can't fix anyway because they're not willing to bring it forward to you to fix.
Yeah, that makes sense. Ditto. I'll say that too. I'd also like to say, it's very interesting. Licensed therapist reacts. Why not dress appropriately? I don't know. I'm just going to put that out there. What did his t-shirt say?
Relax. I'm in therapy.
I always read people's t-shirts when they come in because it's really amazing, right? Because generally speaking, whatever they're coming into therapy for, they're actually really wearing it on their shirt so often. It's kind of funny. Yeah, relax. You're in therapy. We should all have signs. It's kind of funny. I'm just wearing this white shirt, blank slate. Eh? Yes, with some flowers. Let's see the next one.
Message that you hope that they take away from it.
I think that you are so much, and not to minimize it anyway, but you are so much more than just a survivor or just a victim. Well, that is a huge thing. You are a person of multitudes, and what someone has done to you doesn't define you. You define you, and what you have in you and what you're capable of and what you have done and are doing and will do is so much bigger than anything anyone else can do to you.
Blake. Is anyone else seeing all the press that Blake is doing for this movie and just recognizing how completely out of touch it is? And as a therapist who specializes in trauma, the reason this response is just so troublesome is it just completely misses the mark on understanding what trauma does to the mind, body, and soul. Anyone who has experienced domestic violence or works with individuals who have or knows someone has knows it is not just something that you can choose to not be defined by. Well, we love that in theory, right? That we can just turn it off and be fine. That's not how trauma works. And of course, if this is part of your story and you resonate with this too, of course there is more life and beauty and truth and deepness in who you are. But I think that Blake is not choosing to combine them. She's choosing to separate them, saying domestic violence happened. Okay, let's push it aside because you're all these beautiful things. When in reality, trauma work and trauma healing allows us to combine what has happened in the past with who you truly are in the present to give you this full.
It's happening again. So many words, on and on and on. At a certain point, it's kind of like I lose it completely. The first one, number one, I just want to say, she's on a runway. She's talking to reporters. There's pink everywhere behind her. So I just wanted to point that out. The second thing is, I gotta tell you, this hand thing. Ooh, and then. And I can't do it because I got my hair up, but the hair thing. And the fingernail thing. Oh, while we're talking about trauma, I don't know, the kind of a juxtaposition going on there. But to tell you the honest truth, yeah, sure, that's true, therapists. Of course, yes. Trauma is difficult. Domestic violence is very, very difficult. All kinds of hard stuff going on. And it's an actress, and it's a movie, and she's on a runway. And you know what? She's talking as an advocate. Advocates advocate. That's what they do.
I think that Blake is not choosing to combine them. She's choosing to separate them, saying domestic violence happened. Okay, let's push it aside because you're all these beautiful things. When in reality, trauma work and trauma healing allows us to combine what has happened in the past with who you truly are in the present to give you this full rounded picture of healing and truth and who you are. And it's like she just missed the entire point of the book, and I haven't seen the movie yet, I'm about to. But even like, look how she reacts to him asking this question.
Survivors of generational trauma and domestic abuse are going to see this film. I'm curious, what is the
shifting eyes, with the tongue, it is all this body's way of saying,
what? She's listening. There's noise. There's people. I mean, oh my gosh. Are you going to nitpick everything? Wait a minute. Isn't that kind of abusive? I'm just saying.
All this body's way of saying, I'm annoyed and I'm kind of over this question and I'm really ready to get on with it. And then the rest of the press tour is
I'm
about
annoyed.
Dresses and wardrobe and...
I'm annoyed. I'm over it. It's time to move on.
Seeing it with florals with your friends.
The wardrobe was a really critical part of that storytelling, and I'm really, really proud of it. But I'm wearing like a ton of like Bodhi and vintage, and it's some of my favorite wardrobe I've ever worn.
And while I love the positivity and being able to promote light,
I mean, yeah, that's just what I was saying. Anyway, this is so bizarre. I don't get it. Oh, you know, I really think, I'm going to say it. I'm going to have to say it, right? Women should support women, right? Like, I do really believe, in all honesty, pulling one another apart is actually violence. It is not helpful. It makes us look bad. Nothing that we can do is actually really good enough for anyone. Really? I mean, the truth of the matter is that, you know what? No matter what it is that you've gone through, you need to be your own advocate. You need to have your own platform and talk positively about the things that you have learned and help others. Help other women. Don't pull them down. Like, raise them up and thank them for actually talking about things. Yeah. Thank you, Blake. I've just got to say that. Yeah, it's terrible.
In life, oftentimes trauma survivors are told to just make light of their story. Just pretend everything's okay. Your story's too heavy. I don't want to hear that. And I feel like her actions are doing just that. Her actions are continuing to make victims and survivors of domestic abuse and trauma feel like their story is too heavy to even talk about. And this is the messaging you've also received from this press tour, and you have felt that way. Please know you are not too much. Your story deserves a voice, and you are not a burden for existing the way that you need to. What are your thoughts about this whole thing?
Oh, she's finally done. My thoughts about this whole thing is that, you know, it's not about getting over things. And yes, sometimes people do get tired because they can't help. They don't know what to do. They want you to go and get the help. And the difficulty with domestic violence, and I'm just going to say it, is that it's not necessarily an easy thing to answer. It's not like just do this or that. I mean, the truth is it's your whole life. And so it's complicated. Then there's no easy solutions to it. So, you know, I think perhaps sometimes it is really important to have empathy for people. I have to go back to that, right? To have compassion for people. Blake's standing on a runway and she's talking about something that is a very difficult topic, and she's saying, stand up for yourself. And I think that's a perfectly fine message. The truth is, it's a complicated situation and it takes a lot to figure out. And you know what? A lot of the times with domestic violence, it's about something that happens over and over and over again. So it takes a lot to be patient enough for people who really struggle with it. And yes, maybe that might be a bit of a, people get to the point of shutting it down, because if you're not going to leave, then what is it that I can do for you? And that's perfectly fine. But I also think sometimes people just, think that they know a lot and talk a lot and don't stop talking and just keep going, and thinking that that's actually really helpful. And sometimes less is more.